All right, ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome to another episode of the I Said What I Said podcast. I'm your host, Mr. Roby Hollywood. And with me, of course, is my esteemed producer, the very funny Mr. Musa Muhammad. What's going on, brother?
So it's a mixed bag.
You still haven't killed yourself, which is nice.
See, that's
Which is nice. You know what I mean? That teenage angst has not led you to run for the razors, huh?
hopefully it stays.
Yeah. It's a hard time. It's a hard time to be a young boy for sure. You know what I mean? When I was your age, my family was immigrating to the U.S. and I went from being that kid at like 15, 16 who just identified with my father's wealth to watching him drive a taxi cab in Alexandria, Virginia. Do you know what that does to you at 15, bro? If I didn't run for the razors, you have no reason to, bro. You know what I mean? I used to be that kid, you know what I mean? Like who, like, you know, when you, cause you know, back home, I grew up in quite some essence, and I remember coming to the States at 15 years old, bro, and I could not longer get the shoes now. I can be the guy with the cool shoes, or like, you know what I mean? Like when I turned 16, I wanted to get a car. My dad is like, Jesus is your vehicle. What? No, you're drinking again, old man. You know.
Yeah. See, here's the thing, though. Okay. It's hard for me because I'm in a weird situation, right?
Mm-hmm.
The audio still? Did you hear me?
On, bro.
It's not on. What do
I
you?
don't think your mic
shit.
was on.
Okay.
Fucking guy. Huh?
Moral of the story: up until now, I haven't killed myself.
Yeah.
That's it. Mixed
Yeah.
bag. Okay. So my thing was that when I was younger, I
Hold
grew
the mic
up.
closer.
Okay, sure. I grew up in an area where it was like, upper middle class, right?
Right.
But we could like just afford to be there.
Just-
Couldn't afford taxes,
Yeah.
but could afford that. Literally.
You could afford the mortgage, not the property taxes.
Or even the income taxes, if we're gonna be honest.
Oh shit.
That's a whole other story though. But I had nice shoes, but
Right.
only once a year, and then new clothes once a year. So it was pretty good compared to most people. It was pretty good, but compared to people around me, it was like not that good. And so I had to be like, oh yeah, everything is fine.
Yeah, man. That shit fucks with you when you're a kid, man.
Yeah,
because
yeah.
you know, because you constantly, especially like at the age range where you are at, because you were just getting at that point where you're starting to find like your own self, your own personality, your own. You know what I mean?
Hold on,
So,
hon.
like,
what you think
so
is your personality, and then it obviously
Right.
changes, but
Right. I don't know, man. It's this. Like I remember 15. You know what I mean? I was still finger blasting a couple bitches here and there, like nothing too crazy. You know what I mean? But like, you know, like I just like the life that I was used to. It was such a drastic change, and it was so humbling. Because when you're a 15-year-old kid and your parents have money, you're a little piece of shit most of the time.
Yeah.
The numbers will show that you're a little piece of shit most of the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
So will the video in my case.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then, you know, when suddenly you get hit by the wrath of the Lord, and now you are having to taste poverty for the first time, you're like, oh shit,
Yeah.
this is what I've been feeling like. That's crazy. You know. Speaking of the Lord, I heard you found God.
I had a little come to Jesus moment, and it's I was trying to write a joke about it.
Tell the people what led to it. Like,
It wasn't even a fun one where there was a bunch of drugs and alcohol and stuff. It was just like me sitting there all sad, and I was like, okay, yeah, God has to be real. There's no way. I mean, there's too much stuff that that nobody can explain, and it only makes sense if there's some other completely foreign power that we don't know of. You know what I mean?
Right.
And see, my thing is, I don't like the Christian or the or Islam. I don't like their way of looking at things. I like I like Judaism because you can negotiate. We were talking about this, how they have like hundreds of laws, and they have a saying where it's like, one who believes in none of these laws is a fool, and one who believes in all of them is an even bigger fool. Right. And that's what I like about it, because you get to pick and choose what applies to your life and what doesn't, and follow it by that. That's why I've been thinking about converting to Judaism. But then again, even though I'm circumcised, you still have to get the ritual dick.
You're just doing it because you're trying to enter the banking circles.
I mean,
Tell
a
the
little
truth.
bit, little
Tell
bit.
the truth, motherfucker.
That's
You
just
know-
a plus. That's just a plus, if we're gonna be honest.
Here is my take on the whole religion thing, right? So first of all, I grew up super Catholic, right? Like my mom is like one of those.
Wait,
like,
hold on.
6
There's
a.m. mass on the weekday
There's-
before school.
Hold on. I want to ask you though. When you were that young, did you believe in it? Because there are some kids that do and some kids that don't.
I believe. Look. Because okay, here's the thing. I think like most of it, I believed it out of fear. right? Because I went
that's
to
where the issue is.
I went to catechism school. You know what I'm saying? So like, you know, they would tell you like, nigga, you best believe or you gonna burn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, there is not a lot. Like, there was not too many options other than believing that were there, right? But here's my take on this whole thing, right? Do I think that because my issue, because I try to separate faith faith and religion, right? Because to me, the way I feel that religion was started is two monkeys were standing next to each other, and one looked at the sun and was like, yo, that big shiny thing in the sky, it said, give me your banana, bro. And you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And just right then and there, the other monkey was like, what? Handed over the banana, and there goes the racket. Because I feel like there is, you know, the biggest problem that human beings deal with is the moment you're old enough to be conscious of your own mortality.
Yes.
Right? And the moment you're conscious of that is we cannot stand not knowing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, not knowing what happens when we die would lead you. Like, there's niggas out there still running around believing that, you know, if they blow themselves up in the mall, they're going to get 1,000 virgins. First of all, I don't even know if you ever fucked a virgin your day in your life, my nigga. But you don't want 1,000 of them little bitches.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit sucks.
Yeah.
Why would you even get bamboozled? Like your book bamboozled you, my guy. But but it's not just that. Like, my mother, for example, right? My mom is a woman of science, okay? She's an OR nurse. She makes a living out of extracting bullets out of people's fucking necks.
Interesting.
But some way, somehow, she believes that the origin of humanity on Earth ensued from some kind of soap opera drama between a man, a woman, and a talking snake. She's never run into a talking snake a day in her life. But you know why she believes that? Because she believes that one day she too shall die and rise to the skies and spend eternity singing hymns with Jesus with the same people whose phone calls she was ignoring on Earth. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. You see how, like, you know what I mean?
Well, you're right,
wild.
but you got to believe in that so you don't take those bullets and put them in your own head. You know what I mean?
Yeah, you need... Okay, no, but see, my problem is believing anything on insufficient evidence, right?
Well, okay, I heard Dave Chappelle break this down in a really good way. Did you listen to his podcast, The Midnight Miracle?
No, I haven't gotten a chance to check out his podcast.
It's amazing. It's so much better than any other podcast. I'm telling you, I'm not bullshitting you. Even though you have to pay for it, it's worth it. Just do the free trial on whatever. So he broke it down like this. He was talking about when he was in Egypt after the whole situation went down, right? And he was on these sand dunes, and it came to him. He was already he's a part of Islam, and he was talking about how it came to him that the reason why religion started was not because of a god. It was because the most powerful thing you had back then was water. Because if you look around, there's no water in those deserts and stuff. Right. And so the only way to keep it from being complete chaos was to create some kind of order that was beyond the human order that we've set up. Because think about it, I'm a shitty person. I'm sure you yourself. I'm a prime
example that good things happen to bad people every day.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You see what I'm saying? And so the idea was like, oh, if everybody can just agree there's this one guiding light and this one force that we're going to be accountable to, then everybody will treat each other better. And so that's the way I kind of look at it. I'm not sure if there's a
Two
God.
problems with that, though. Two problems with that. Problem number one. Some people have figured out that your fear of wanting to know what happens when you die is something that they can use as a tool for control.
Of course.
Right?
You're right.
How is it that you explain to me that to this day in 2021, you know how Queen Elizabeth got to be Queen Elizabeth? Because her ancestors have been bamboozling for thousands of years that they were the chosen ones, that God chooses the king. You know what I mean? Because they understand. No, hold on.
I have my thing about the whole crown thing. I believe in that, but when it comes to the God part of it, it's like I don't. It's just be a good person. You know what I mean?
No. Listen. You have to seriously look into this. The church and the crown work hand in hand.
Of course.
The church
I know that.
justifies the power of the crown. Why do you think the Pope had to come from Italy every single time a new king or a new queen had to get crowned? Why? Because that is how you get that legitimacy.
Yeah.
They were chosen by God.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? And then what the crown will do in return is give protection to the church. Give them assets. So it's one hand washes the other, both wash the face.
Right.
It's an easy fucking racket to be able to pick up. But again, why would people? We still got this old bitch on our $20 bills. Why?
Well,
Why is this bitch still on our money, bro?
okay, you want to know why I believe in it? Because, I think people look at the people who it's for look at the crown the same way I look at I listen to rap music, right? It's aspirational. And, the thing about God is that, on some level, people who abuse it, fuck them. But it's like, the point is to be Christ-like. You know what I mean? Like, it's not all about the worst people. I don't think...
Those are talking points.
No.
Okay?
My
Those
thing
are
is that
talking
I don't
points.
think you should completely dismiss the value of it just because of those people.
No,
Obviously, those
it's-
people are fucked up. I agree with you on that. That I wouldn't want to be associated with those people by just believing in some sort of higher power. But I do think there's a value to it. I agree with you on what you're saying, but there's just some outside.
There is value to it, but does the end justify the means? Because let me tell you what it is, okay? The problem is faith influences behavior. You understand?
Yeah, of course.
Faith influences behavior. There could be a million people that think like you, right? You are awakened. You're like, no, I want to pick up the good parts and be the ones that I follow. I want to be Christ-like, blah, 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 blah. All it takes is 200 people that don't think like you, and havoc is caused. Because let me tell you something. The problem with these like holy books is one, first of all, these things were written during the Stone Age, okay? I can give you 10 minutes.
That's
and
my
you
point.
Can find
That's
ways
my point.
To better the Bible. But see, here's the thing though. True faith can be questioned. It's the word
That's
of
true.
God. It can't get any better.
Yeah.
And that is how the game just becomes so fucking cyclical.
Yeah.
Because if you tell me that we can make this thing better, really? Really?
Yeah.
That, yo, bro, listen. Tomorrow is what? Tomorrow is Sunday, right?
I think so, yeah.
There is going to be probably about 1 billion people around the world who are going to congregate in these fancy buildings, right?
Yeah.
And some guy in a robe is going to pull up a cracker and say some fucking words in Latin on it and call it the body of Christ. If I take a stack of pancakes and call it the body of Elvis Presley, Rob is drinking again.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying, bro? You see what I'm saying, bro? Dog, where do we draw the line?
Well,
you know what I mean?
Well, what am I going to do about that?
You know what I
I'll
mean?
get my part from it and then let those assholes do their thing. I'm not going to control them.
No, but see, you don't let them do their things because their thing sometimes involves walking into a fucking shopping mall full of children and detonating yourself.
That's why I don't go to malls. That's why I don't go to malls, man.
No, you don't go
I'm
to
not
malls
gonna
'cause
I'm
you're
not gonna
broke,
blow
nigga.
myself up. No, actually, that's a lie. I go to malls and I am broke. I go to malls and I am broke. Okay,
You go to malls to
I
get some
walk
pussy.
around and
That's
pretend
what
like
you
I'm
do.
gonna buy
You're
stuff.
50 years
okay?
old, you go to the mall to get some pussy.
I go on
that is what
Instagram
you
to get
do,
some pussy. If
you
we're
know?
gonna be honest, but
Oh shit, this
that's
nigga,
where you gotta go.
this nigga got
in
barrel.
my age.
You know what I mean? It's like,
Yeah.
yo, I'm sliding in DMs, nigga. They call me Slippery Moose.
Yeah.
That's crazy. You know?
But like, you're right about all that stuff. But it's like, what am I gonna do about it? I'll get my stuff from it. I'm not gonna ignore it because other people are abusing it. But we're both. I feel like we're both a little right here. You have some good arguments, and for me, it's like that's true. But in my specific case, I kind of need it more than.
Yeah. I mean, listen. I'm not saying that there is no positives,
Of course,
that
yeah.
come from a life of
Yeah.
faith, right? But the problem comes in where it's almost a requirement
Yeah.
for your faith to be unquestionable or unmovable. Because that's my problem. Like,
You're
I'll give you
right.
an example, right? Again, my mom, woman of science. Try to have this conversation with her, bro. So not long ago, right? I video called her and she was making some food in the air fryer, right? And I had just gotten one. So I started up talking the air fryer. I'm like, oh my God, these things are so good. I might
right?
air fry the body of Christ. Bro. She pumped the brakes. She's like, how dare you? You know how much, yo, dude. I've made rape jokes to my mom, but this wafer going into the air fryer to her is where she draws the line. So of course I'm a crazy fuck, right? So I keep poking. I'm like, so Ma, come on. It's like so you know what she said? She's like, I would rather put in my own mother or my children before I put in the body of Christ. I'm like, obviously this woman is insane. I can no longer entertain this conversation. You are obviously an insane person. Of course, though, I had to keep poking. I'm like, Ma. So my son's name is Ashton.
Okay.
I'm like, Ma.
I fuck with that name. That's a great name.
It is a great name, right?
It's uncommon. That's why
Yeah,
I like
no, it's employable. That's why I liked it. Yeah, that was the way to go, bro. My name is Robert. I wanted to give my son the same chances I was given. You know what I mean? Not gonna call him Daquan and shit. That's fucking crazy.
Musa or some bullshit
no,
like that.
No, Musa. You on a no-fly list. I don't even know.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying.
I don't even know how you fly anywhere, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
But like, so I poked, right? I was like, Mom, would you put Ashton in an air fryer before you put in the actual wafer? She stood there silently, nigga, didn't say nothing. But her look said everything. You know what I mean? She was just like, yeah, nigga, I will probably crisp that little nigga before
What about it?
You know what I mean? But that goes to show you how insane that is, though. Because at the end of the day,
I just want to say, I think it's less about religious people and more about comedians' parents that are crazy.
Yeah.
Because I just realized that it's not just me that have you know.
It's true. No, but that goes to show you that kind of blind, unquestioned faith.
But that's why I like
so
Judaism.
Dangerous.
Because Judaism doesn't have that.
Yes, it does, bro. What do you mean?
Well, obviously there are some extremists, like the Satmar division of Orthodox Hasidic Judaism. But for the average Jew, that's such
my man. The Jews follow the Old Testament. Okay, Deuteronomy 22:13 states, and I quote: "If your wife is not a virgin on your wedding night, you legally have the right to stone her in front of her father's doorstep."
That's more
now,
freedom for me. That's
I know,
more freedom
I
for me.
I know most of these motherfuckers is not out here like fucking, like stoning these bitches
But
and
see,
shit
that's
in
why,
the middle of Tel Aviv.
But hold on, that's why I like it, because you don't have to stone that bitch.
No. But see,
because
you,
you get to choose whether or not you want to stone that bitch.
Ask him if you can change the book. Can you make some can we add some amendments to that? No.
Hold on.
The book is unchangeable.
My point
the word
is
of God.
that with Judaism is that, like, the reason why I like it is not because of the beliefs, is that because you get to choose the way you follow it, rather than with Islam where it's like you have to put your right foot in.
But see, that's the shit that non-true believers start. Cause see, let me tell you.
No,
again,
but Judaism
Musa,
is a faith based off non-true believers.
Musa,
that's why I like it.
No, here's the point that you're missing. The kinds of you are not the ones that I'm worried about.
But I'm the
right.
one
You're like, no. You do, yes.
That's
but what I'm worried about is the people who follow anything to such a T.
Yeah.
Where, for example, if your book states that all infidels must perish for not believing.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
yeah.
Yes, you may not believe in that because maybe you're like, okay, I'm the kind of guy, I want to be a Christ-like.
Exactly.
But there is a motherfucker out there who's like, no, the book says this bitch gotta be stoned in front of her father's
But what am I
doorstep.
going to do about that? That's my thing. What am I going to do
That's
about
the thing,
it?
though. You can start the dialogue. You can start if you call yourself a true believer, you want to make sure that the faith is obviously sustainable, right?
Yeah.
There's anybody who does anything about it eventually does not know what to do about it at first.
But see, that's the thing about Judaism is that they have whole sessions where they try and like figure out what it means. Where it's like, no, this verse doesn't mean this. It means this. And then you have to justify it. And so that's what I'm saying about it being negotiable. That's why I like it. Because there is room for interpretation rather than just saying like, oh, the pastor said this. I have to follow it this way. So you're right. Those extremists are crazy, but I'm not one of those crazy people, hopefully.
But see,
I don't know if I'm
but again, though, here's the thing, is the reward that we get from organized religion or quote unquote believing what has been written out by the God, what's considered the God of Abraham, is the payout worth the risk? Because the risk is motherfuckers that also read that same book that you read and decide to fucking fly planes inside buildings. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you can kind of look at it and be like, for the sake of Musa's mental health,
Yeah.
are we okay to deal with terrorism?
Yeah.
I don't know, bro.
Well, because
I don't know.
whether or not I believe in God, some planes are gonna go into some buildings.
No, that's not true. Because how do you sell something? Like, the only way to sell something, like, there are people who get sold on the idea of, what do you think the Taliban's can lose, bro? Is because death is a dub. You always up.
Yeah.
You always up. That's the house.
Yeah.
That's the house. The house always wins. But you see though, but that person reads the same book as somebody who may look at Islam completely differently.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? So, but that goes to show you, faith influences behavior.
Yeah.
So, are we willing, like, if we scrap religion altogether, just burn all the motherfuckers and, made it like religion passports, like vaccine passports or religion passports. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Something. You know what I mean? 100 years from now, like, let's say, for example, it will be hard at first, but 200 years from now, when that shit is gone, well, that's probably the easiest way to erase Talibans. You know what I mean? Because that motherfucking book that they've been out here reading is what's out here making them actually, like, you know what I mean? Act
You're
up a
right.
certain way, because it's a justification.
Of
So
course.
if we take away that justification, what's left? You're just a nigga with a beard stoning bitches.
Yeah.
Then we just go shoot you in the face.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
You're right.
Yeah. So
But as much as you're right, it's like I'm not gonna do anything about it, even whether or not I believe in it.
But you should.
But I'm not going to. I don't fuck those bitches. I'm not gonna meet those bitches. They're across the sea. Unless if I have to cross an ocean to get to you, yeah, okay, you're gonna have to get stoned. All right, I don't give a shit. Even if I was over there, I'm not gonna be taking the stoning for it. I'm not gonna pick up a stone on their behalf. Okay, fuck those
I
bitches.
don't know.
That's
Would
what-
you attend a stoning? Like, if you happen to be in Karachi.
It depends if
during
she's my
a-
ex.
No.
Depends if she's my ex.
No,
That's
stop,
the only
stop.
thing. No,
Stop.
let's be honest.
You're getting us canceled. I'm
getting me canceled. I'm getting me canceled.
Nobody knows what you look like. Fuck you.
They're they already know my name. They can look me up.
Dude, your ex is probably 13, bro. You just talked about stoning a little 13-year-old girl on my fucking podcast. Fuck you.
Okay, sure. She's 16, actually.
She's 16. Oh,
Yeah.
shit, okay.
Yeah.
You're out here romancing the elderly, huh?
Yeah, exactly. That's funny.
This week was the Met Gala,
Yeah.
which is fucking just a costume party for rich people.
I love the Met Gala, if I'm going to be honest.
Dude, I can't wait to go. I can't wait to go.
That too.
I can't wait to
Yeah.
go. I don't know which designer Anna Wintour is going to give me.
Yeah.
We're going to have a talk. Anna, don't be sending me to know, like my first Met Gala, I'm going to need my queen. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, Anna, like, I'm going to send her an email to whom this may concern. Bitch, don't you be out here trying to play with my swag.
Yeah.
Giving me, because whoever made Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez dress, first of all, I want to go through that meeting. I want to go through that meeting. I want to go through that meeting, how these people sat down. They're like, all right, I think we got it.
Yeah.
The dress is going to say tax the rich.
Yeah.
At an event that costs $30,000 to attend.
I mean,
Bitch, like, what? What do you think? I'm stupid. Like, you think I'm dumb. Like you think the irony, like, you just, you know what? Moon me, bitch. Like, just moon me.
Christ.
Moon me and get it over with. You know what I'm saying? Who paid for that fucking ticket? AOC.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like,
Me, bitch.
Like, you know what I mean? Like, it's.
I
no,
should at least get a say.
No, it was.
Put an Instagram poll or something.
That's wild. That is wild. That is absolutely fucking wild.
As shitty as the dress was, there's some great memes out of it. Do you know the song "Love So So" by Chief Keef?
Oh yeah.
Do you know the first 15 minutes where it's like, "Fuckers in school telling me"?
15 minutes?
How
long is that song?
Sorry, the first minute where it's the like the guy saying where it's like, "Motherfuckers in school telling me Chief Keef ain't about this, ain't about that, like he ain't doing shit," and then like the guy starts keeps going for like a half a minute.
Yeah.
I saw somebody put that on her dress, and I loved it, and I just kept seeing stuff like that, and I feel like it's kind of worth it.
No, just okay, because here is the thing, right? There are people who are reacting to it as in, like, okay, she went into the lion's den and she told them.
Yeah.
She told them exactly what was, you know what I mean, what was going on.
Yeah.
Bitch, like, first of all, like, I don't know if you're familiar with, like, the new like tax plan about to go through Congress.
I'm not.
Listen. They're talking about, like, okay, so the idea is to like, I guess, add extra tax to people who are making over like $400,000 a year and up, right? those people are not the problem, bitch.
Yeah.
Okay, it's the Jeff Bezos. First of all, okay, the kind of money that Jeff Bezos has, the kind of accounting power that he can buy, no matter what you throw at him, okay? Like, stop, bitch. Stop making me believe that you, little waitress bitch, is going to go in there and tell them how it's supposed to be done. Do you understand how long this fucking racket has been going on? You know what I mean? Like, who paid for your fucking ticket? You went to the Met. That's a $30,000 ticket. Did you pay for that?
Of course. I mean,
I want to
like
know.
she did. Seems
No,
like
no,
she
no.
did.
Her ticket was definitely sponsored. It had to be.
Actually,
Because
that makes
otherwise, it would just be so fucking scandalous that she paid, like what? A congressman makes what? $30,000, like $175,000 a year?
Honestly, I would guess more.
No, it's 175,000.
Oh, it is? Okay.
That is literally, that's the figure. 175,000.
Still a
That's
lot.
good money. But still, though, like the optics,
Yeah.
I don't think that bitch will risk it. Somebody, like, there is somebody on paper. You know what's so funny, though? As soon as the dress came out, right? She went on Twitter and was like, before the haters start saying something.
Yeah.
Like,
That's how you get ahead of it, though. She's
yeah,
kinda smart
yeah,
with
she
that.
got ahead. She got ahead of the
She's kinda
problem.
smart
I'm
with
like,
that shit.
wow.
Yeah.
Nah, man, but like, nah, stop. But see, to me, that's bamboozling. That's bamboozling.
You know
what I'm
why I
saying?
kind of like her? Because of how hypocritical she is. Because, there's the Jeff Bezos that a lot of people aspire to be, but I want to be like her. Somebody who's pretending and actually, like, legitimately fooling some people into thinking that she's fighting for them. I like that. I like that
I
more
think
than just being a piece of shit. You know what I mean?
there is she has a documentary. I think it's on Netflix.
Are you serious?
Dude, there is a Netflix.
Dude, she's 20-something and she has a documentary.
No, dude. Like, I think it was about her race. Like, let me see. No, it's definitely. I think it's on. No, her race for Congress.
Oh, yeah, okay.
Yo,
That's
bro,
not
this bitch
that
was
bad.
a waitress. No,
I know
don't-
she was, but I know her story, but it's still like, it's still a little bit like she's a little young for a documentary.
No, dude. Like, she has accomplished. Like, you know
That's
what?
true.
Try running for fucking Congress.
No, I
You know what I'm
agree,
saying?
but I'm
Like-
saying if they were to take that footage and then roll it into like, of course she's gonna be president someday. Like, I feel like she's probably going to be.
But see, that is where the ugliness of politics actually rears its head. Because I think she genuinely went into politics wanting to do good.
Yeah.
But power corrupts. Absolute power, even worse. I think once she got a taste, because like, she's not like any freshman congressperson.
Yeah.
She walked in and was just swinging dick from the get-go. You know what I'm saying? Like her, that little Ilhan Omar chick, like fucking.
God, I hate that bitch.
And well, you know what? Listen, brother.
Just 'cause she's my race and I hate myself.
These what?
Just because she's my race and I hate myself.
That's fucked up. That's fucked up. I
If
don't
you want
even
to
know.
talk about this
You gotta-
after, I actually have family that's in politics overseas.
Yeah.
So I actually have an inside. So if you want to talk about
Oh,
that
yeah?
after, it's
Oh,
very
no.
interesting.
We can definitely touch on her. But like, so AOC came in like swinging. You know what I mean? So I'm sure that does something to you.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like
of
your
course.
first year in Congress, you're on TV all the fucking time. You know what I'm saying? You have created a branch of the Democratic Party that you run, like DAOC branch. Like,
Yeah.
bro, that kind of power, no, it tickles you in places you don't want to.
I bet.
You know what I mean?
I bet she feels a lot like very similar to how Bill Cosby felt. When
Oh
he-
yeah, for sure.
You
for
know
sure,
what I mean?
For sure.
Like-
That's why this bitch will put on that dress. That's the equivalent of Bill Cosby putting a pill in our drink. That is the equivalent. That for real. This bitch just Bill Cosby us. You just walked into the Met Gala. Like, so what is that supposed to
Jesus.
accomplish, bitch? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, it's
Show
just an
us your
image thing.
tits and be quiet,
It's some great PR, if we're gonna be honest. I want her PR team.
bro. Listen, here is my thing though. Don't try to like put it across, because that tweet. Let me read you the tweet. Let me read you the tweet
Oh no,
that she put up to get ahead of it, right?
Musa, remember to put this on screen.
And before the haters get wild, flying off the handle, New York elected officials are routinely invited to and attend the Met due to our responsibilities in overseeing and supporting cities' cultural institution for the public. Bitch, the public? Show me the public that attended. You know what I'm saying? That's not the public, bitch. Stop. Stop. Cut it out. I was one of several in attendance in this evening. Why are you getting ahead of the problem? If you feel like you're doing the right thing, right?
Yeah.
What are you
Exactly.
justifying?
Yeah, you're right.
If you feel like you're doing the right thing,
there should be no problem.
Okay, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like it's like walking. It's like walking into a police station and being like, "Hey, I don't think murder is a good thing, but the public generally murders, and I'm one of the many people who may or may have murdered before the haters get wild and flying off the handle." What? Bitch, if you didn't do nothing, why are you walking in here?
God.
You know what I'm saying?
What a fucking crazy person. All of these people.
Dude.
And here's the thing. It's not a crazy I don't want to be. That's the problem with it. You want to be that crazy.
Let me tell you something about me, Musa.
Okay. Sure.
You know when they talk about, oh, Kanye West sold his soul? I'm
Yeah.
like, yo, my shit is on clearance. Like, let me in. I don't want to be the power. I want to join it. You know what I'm saying?
That's the
That's
thing.
why I'm mad.
That's
I
what
want
I'm
in,
saying.
bro. My nigga, like, tell me about this swap meet where the devil is buying souls. My shit is for sale.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I want the money and the glory, bitch.
I'll
Like,
write the contract if you want.
yo,
Mr. Devil
listen,
Bird.
please, Lucifer, my nigga. Call me.
Yeah.
Call me, son.
Yeah.
My shit is for sale. I'm ready. Listen, no. I've been waiting for too long. Seems like all these niggas are like, nah. Fuck that shit. Fuck
Hold
that
on,
shit.
I just
I'm
want to
in.
go back. I feel like Kanye is the only one who didn't sell his soul.
I know.
Just like, if we're going to be honest, because if he sold his soul, that would be that would be a great way to be like, wow, I didn't expect that.
Where
Because he's
is
the
this
craziest.
soul fucking swap meet though? I want to
Yeah.
know. Like, where are these? Like,
Can I at least trade souls?
No.
You know what I mean?
Listen. First of all, you see, to me, when I hear shit like that, it's like it's the same way they look at people who are like, "Oh, 9/11 was an inside job." Okay, listen. I'm not denying that the American government is capable of atrocious things
Yeah.
for the purpose of getting their goals put across.
Mm-hmm.
But try to think, right? Like, so one of the theories being put forward is the fact that it was a controlled demolition, right? So they put a bunch of like fucking
Thermite is a thing.
yeah, like the TNT and all this type of shit. Okay, fine. Try to think about how many people it would take to rig the World Trade Center. Okay, we're talking about what? There's what? 200 fucking floors. How many people would it take? Easily, at least that's a 150 people job.
That's a lot of non-disclosure agreements.
No, exactly, right? So that's at least 150 people just to rig it, right?
Yeah.
And then now imagine how many people would have to be in on it to make sure that this thing actually
exactly.
fucking
But
works out.
Here's the thing that I mean.
But see, here's the thing though. How is it that like nobody has had a crisis of conscience? Bro, Bill Clinton came on a blouse and he couldn't keep that quiet.
Well,
You know what I'm saying? Like Bush got 1,000 people to blow up buildings and he still managed.
Well-
and he's considered almost like one of the worst presidents. Like he goes Trump,
Yeah,
Bush.
of course.
You know what I'm saying? And this nigga was able to keep over 1,000
okay,
people
here's the
quiet,
thing.
suck my dick. That's
the-
bullshit.
The what they say is that like, okay, you know how like the CIA has done things where they like the Jeffrey Epstein Island. You know how they were 100% fucking kids on that island. Like, let's be real. But the
what?
idea they were fucking kids on that island. Let's be real.
Oh, I'm sure.
Yeah, but like the CIA has done things, and also the MI6, the British CIA, they have done things where they do make people fuck kids just so they have information on them. So it wouldn't be insane or wouldn't be completely schizophrenic to think that
No,
they
but
have done
again-
something like this.
again, listen.
But you're right, it is a little
Listen.
off the.
No. Let me tell you something, okay? I'm not, again, like I said at the beginning, I'm not denying that the American government is capable of terrible and unconscionable things in order to accomplish their goals.
Yeah.
But think of the job.
Yeah.
Okay? Think of how many people, like to pull that off, how many people would it take that you would like to rig the whole entire World Trade Center, right? The people who like, you know what I mean? Like it's too many people to keep quiet.
You're right.
Somebody would have to have a crisis of conscience. Human beings are fragile. Fucking like it's too many people for somebody not to crack.
You're right, but
You know what I'm saying?
that's my point is that like it's not too crazy to think that they would go to those extreme measures.
They will go. No, listen
They
again. though,
will, but see, I don't believe it is. But I'm saying that.
But 20 years
from
later,
their
nobody
perspective-
has come out. Nobody has come out and been like, "Yo, I was one of the
Exactly.
niggas that like put the dynamite and shit down."
That's what I
swear
think.
to God. Like
That's
nah,
my thing
nah,
too.
Sure.
I just think that it's not too crazy to see it from their perspective and how they, because like I mean, they have done crazy things. Like, do you know how they would give people syphilis just to
Oh,
see
yeah,
what it would do?
dude.
So
That's
like
what-
that's also a crazy thing. And meanwhile, it isn't as crazy as 9/11. You're right.
That's why niggas
But-
don't trust the vaccine, bro.
Yeah.
know,
But like I heard Andrew Schultz say this, and it's true. He's like, well, at least they gave it to white people first. You know what I mean? Like, there's something to that.
I guess there is some kind of like,
You know,
like some kind of, yeah. I guess like when I look, I mean, it doesn't make me feel whole.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But I'm soothed for
Juan,
now.
do you have the vaccine?
Yo, of course I got vaccinated,
Interesting.
bro. What do you mean, bro?
I mean, I got it. So
I'm a
it's like-
comedian. Like, no.
I mean,
I
yeah,
had to.
you're right. We do kind of have to.
I had to. Like, you know what I mean? It's the name of the job, bro. Like, but also that like it's look. Again, it's one of those things like how many people will have to get involved. But so what is the play here? Because to me, like when I talk to anti-vaxxers, right? I'm like, okay. Most of them are probably high on cocaine during the time that we're having that conversation.
Yeah.
And I'm looking at them in the eye. I'm like, my nigga, you gonna tell me you don't trust what's in the vaccine?
Yeah.
You could have, dog. Listen,
Yo, that's the thing.
on TV every single fucking week, some nigga dies from fucking doing blow that has.
Dude, there's a whole Michael Che in his show. He made a sketch about that where they're at a barber shop and then a guy comes in and he's selling vaccines and lean at the same time. And another guy's already in there sipping lean, and he's like, "I don't trust that shit."
No. But like, no. Listen, but again, like Michael, like what's his name? The actor that just died, like
Oh yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Michael K. Williams,
The guy from The Wire, yeah.
right? Michael K. Williams just died from fucking doing blow that had fentanyl in it. First of all, you have to understand, Michael K. Williams, if he's gonna buy blow, that is high quality shit.
Hopefully.
Of course, no. Michael K. Williams, like, listen, this guy is working. Hey, this guy has bread.
Well, okay, here's my thing.
Bread.
Right?
Like,
Here's the way I see it. I
no,
think
hold on though. But like, see, but now think about you, the little guy, doing blow right then and there, but telling me that you don't trust what's in the vaccine. If this nigga can get that fentanyl in his shit, what do you think is gonna happen to you?
honestly, I think people who are more rich are more likely to get laced drugs.
Really? How?
Because okay, here's the thing, right? So if I buy cocaine, I will go to a dealer who charges less, just because the dealer I would go to doesn't have as many clients who are rich, right? And so if you are able, the whole reason why they lace stuff is to stretch it out, right?
Right.
And so if you are already, let's say you were a drug dealer, right? Think about it from the perspective of somebody who wants
Yeah,
to
if
make
you're selling
as
an
much money.
ounce, yeah, you want to
See?
probably, yeah.
That's what I'm saying. That's
if
why
a nigga's
I
buying
think-
a gram, you don't want to waste the fentanyl.
Exactly, and so
Oh,
that guy is also
no.
going to come buy another gram.
I see.
Rather than the however many hundreds of grams goes into that pound that maybe somebody who's
No,
rich
but-
would buy.
okay.
You see what I'm saying?
But
That's
also,
why.
but like, you don't want to kill your good clients though. Like, imagine,
course, but
imagine
hold
like
on.
the drug dealer in L.A. or New York right now who's responsible for giving Michael K. Williams the bad drugs.
But-
I feel like there should be a Yelp page for drug dealers. There should be a Yelp page for drug dealers. You should be able to recommend some of these motherfuckers. How timely is you, nigga? Like, yo, let me tell you something. When I first moved to Toronto, I couldn't find a weed dealer, dog. Like, I tried. Like, so, because most of the time, see, first of all, like, weed dealers in Toronto, they have an attitude. You know what I'm saying? These niggas are not hungry. They weren't hungry. Like, yo, you call a motherfucker at 9 p.m. He shows up at 3 a.m. after the club. I'm sleeping. I got to go to work in the morning.
Yeah.
Bro, this motherfucker is texting me. I wake up in the morning. I see it. He's like, bro, I will never serve you again. Nigga, you can't. I called you at 9 p.m.
yeah, you didn't serve me in the first place.
You came at 3 a.m. after the club. Bro, that's crazy.
But okay,
that's crazy.
you're right. But also, don't you think that these guys also have like 10 or like 20 other clients that are also as rich? You see what I'm saying? So like,
No, but like you don't want to be. No. Listen. If I know, for example, like let's say me and you hang out, right? I know who the guy you get coke from, right?
Yeah.
And one day he gives you a bad, and I get some shit from him too. You know what I'm saying? And one day he gives you a bad batch that kills you. You think I'm gonna call this motherfucker again? I'm like, yo, what happened to Mike?
Yeah.
That was your shit.
Yeah.
What the fuck happened to Mike?
But that doesn't mean but it doesn't have to be all associated, because you think about it, like, it's not only celebrities that are doing cocaine. It's also like motherfuckers in the big offices and shit.
No, you know
So
what? No,
they
no,
don't
you're right
always
though.
have to
No,
be-
your theory is right.
You see what I'm saying?
You're much less likely to get fucking like to get like fucking drugs with fentanyl in it if you buying small fucking no, I
Because
get
it's
it.
also more often, and you're paying them less, so it's harder it's like for rich drug dealers, they're like, okay, I've just made
Because Michael K is probably
$20,000.
buying
Yeah.
like fucking like 10 ounce like you know what I'm saying like
Yeah.
kilos at a time.
Exactly. So that he just set up his kids
For personal
The drug
use.
dealer just set up his kids' college fund.
Yeah.
And so the next purchase is his kids' college fund. So you see what I'm saying?
That was the Rari.
While with a cheap a drug dealer who doesn't have as many rich clients, it's like, oh, okay, it's next month's rent.
Yeah,
You see what I'm
exactly,
saying? So
exactly.
that's the way I think about it.
Exactly. Yo, that's a meme. Stop going to rich drug dealers.
Exactly.
Don't get listen, if my drug dealer pulls up in anything over a 2007, like a 2012 Accord, I'm not taking them shits, nigga. How are you making them payments? You know what I mean? Because no. I need to make sure that you can afford enough money to get my drugs clean, bro. You don't need to stretch that shit out.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean,
it's true.
I'm sure fentanyl feels good though, as well. I'm sure there's a reason why. Because here's what I've heard. I've heard that it's like a really good high, but it only lasts for like 5 minutes or some like really short shit like that.
Oh, yeah?
I've heard that. I don't know how true that is,
Shit, son.
but you know.
I don't know. But see, to me, I've never been into like fucking downers.
Yeah,
Like I never understand like
exactly.
people who like pop Xanax and go to a party.
I mean, I
Are
got
you out
some
of your
friends
mind?
who
Like
pop Xanax, and they're fun. Because here's the thing.
no,
Because
that
sometimes
shit
they
make
black out.
Bro, I've done Xanax on flights when I wanted to sleep. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm going to Africa. It's a fucking 16-hour flight. Yeah, you pop a Xanny, dog. You knock the fuck out. You wake up and you're in fucking Timbuktu, son.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I hate sitting on planes. Like I'm one of those people that has like.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like I gotta move, bro. I gotta move. You know what I mean? So, yeah, but that makes sense. But like popping a Xanny and going to a party, bro. Like,
Yeah, that's a little weird.
How do you holla at chicks on Xanax?
Well, you don't, because then it's rape because they're blacked out. But
No. But like you're on Xanax and you're trying to get some pussy.
Well, because
how does that work?
Because you black out and then you're wild, and then here's what I've found is that in my experience, girls like me because because I'm a crazy person and I don't care about what's gonna happen in 5 days. You see what I'm saying? So
that's
why,
what Cosby said until this bitches got sleepy.
That's
and
not what
then,
I'm
all
saying.
right.
That's not what I'm saying. I'm saying that like people, I'm a reckless person in terms of that. Like, oh, I'll care about the 10-year situation, but
closer
not.
to the mic.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
I care about the 10-year thing more than the 5-minute thing. You see what
Yeah.
I'm saying? I care about more the long-term consequences. And so girls like me because I'm more reckless and because like you see what I'm saying? Do you get that?
Yeah.
Have you had that
yeah,
experience?
No.
So that's the thing. Xanax, that you black out, and sometimes
No,
you
but
get more reckless.
blackout how though? You sleepy, bro. Like how?
But if
how
you're-
can you
if you're
chop?
on-
How can you chop when you sleepy? I don't. It doesn't make sense.
If you're sleepy and then you also if you're on Xanax and you also drink, even though that does kill you to an extent after you have a certain amount of drinks,
See,
before
that's-
that you're wild. You see what I'm saying? Like before
you
that,
you die in a fiery death.
exactly. You
know?
die doing what you love.
Exactly.
That's
exactly.
yeah. That's what I've
All right.
Okay,
Moving
next
on.
topic. Yeah.
Shit. This week was a tough week too, man. You know, the death of the legend, the one, the only Norm fucking McDonald.
Yeah.
God damn. Yo, you know what's so crazy? I watched I forget the name of his special, but
His
he has
Netflix
an
one?
opening. Yeah, he has like a whole entire opener on death.
Yeah. Yeah.
That is
Oh my! Hold on. Did you know he had jokes about recovering from cancer while he he had it for
Okay,
the last
is
10
Mike
years, right?
McDonald like okay, so here's what I want to know. Cause I'm gonna be honest, right? I like Norm McDonald, like I knew who he was. His style of stand up, like, I can see the art in it. It's just not my shit.
Yeah.
It's just not me. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like it just there's a certain style of stand up that I gravitate to.
Yeah.
I could see the genius behind it. The man is an amazing writer. I will watch it and I will laugh, but it's not like I'm not gonna be like, oh my God, Norm McDonald's the fucking ACC. I gotta go or die. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Okay, here's the best way to describe it. You know how there are comedians who are like, I don't give a fuck. I just say what I just say the truth. You know how those comedians? He was the real one. Because you know how a lot of those comedians will be like, I just say the truth, and they'll be like, no, that's too much. And then it's like a weird trick where the audience will be like, no, tell me, so they get more excited for it.
No, but see,
he's the real one.
Let me tell you why. Let me tell you why he was the real one. Because I did watch the special, right? And it's a very specific thing when it comes to stand up. It's never about what you say.
It's about how you say it.
It's how you say it.
Exactly.
The problem is most motherfuckers that get into stand-up is they're funny ha to their boys, right?
Yes.
Your boy will tell you, hey, oh my God, bro, you're so funny. You should do stand-up, right? And then you get on that stage and, man, you get fucking fisted up the ass. You're like, this shit worked with my balls.
Exactly.
I don't understand how it's not working here. This shit, like, see, being a professional at it is understanding that this shit is an act.
Exactly.
Right?
Yeah.
Like, bro, every single fucking breath you take on that stage, every word you say, every mannerism with your face, everything has to be calculated.
Exactly.
I hate bro, when I see a motherfucker pull a book on
oh my God.
I get so upset.
Same.
I get so upset. I'm like, first of all, why are you bamboozling these people that came here and sat down? They deserve for you to know your shit.
Yeah.
Know your shit.
God. Finally, somebody agrees
know
with me on this.
Know your fucking shit.
Jesus.
Why are you reading your fucking diary
God.
on stage? And then I gotta follow you after that? Bro, this is a fucking funeral, bro. That's what you just gave me. You just gave me a fucking funeral. I gotta give a fucking eulogy now, my nigga, because you done that fuck up the vibe.
God.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Bro, it is like I can't stand that shit. Like, listen, some
the only one.
Some motherfuckers that I love still do pull out the book, but stop. You are professional. If you gonna tell these jokes, bro,
you gotta know them.
No. Know your shit. Know your shit. Because let me tell you something. The people in that room have done their job. They have sat down.
Yeah.
Now it's on you to fucking deliver. You know what I'm saying? For you, for them, and the person behind you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That shit is fucking wild.
I thought I was the only one because sometimes I want to just be like, fucking close the book, asshole. Because I brought up like a book one time, and that was at your show actually. That was the only time I really brought up a book. Other times I had like a cue card or two cue cards, but
see, here's the thing, right? Why does because see, a very important part of stand up is when you're talking about something, the audience has to look at you and be like, I believe you and what you're saying. Because what is the number one rule of laughing? It's funny because it's true.
Hold on. There's another one. It's this isn't just with comedy, but it's all of entertainment. It's also surprise. Yeah. And so when you have a notebook, it takes that away because it's like, oh,
but that's exactly. Because
you know
if you're telling me about how you be out here fucking breaking bitches' backs, but you're reading it out of your fucking Michael's goddamn fucking journal, my guy, I'm having a hard time buying that.
Yeah.
I don't think you're really breaking pussy the way that you are, my nigga. I don't believe it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, you got to make it seem like it's just stream of consciousness. That's what I love about it.
Like, but see, here's the thing, though. But that is where, bro, there is no plan B for me. This shit has to work.
Yes.
This shit has to work.
I want to ask you something.
I know this is what I was fucking put here to do.
I want to ask you something.
Yeah.
When you bomb on stage, do you double down? Because that's what I do.
Okay. Here is the thing. When I used to bomb, because nigga, I never
bomb. Shut up.
Listen,
you've got to bomb sometimes.
Put this shit up on anybody who has seen me. Anybody who has seen me on any stage, I would ask one nigga to be like, oh, yo, in the whole entire Toronto community, motherfuckers that have seen me in the last at least 5 years, tell me one to be like, you know what, that one night you bombed, and I'm a witness. I swear to God.
There's got to be some time you bombed.
I used to when.
I mean, in the last, because here's my thing, right?
Oh my God. Like, it's hard for you to understand, bro. This shit is not a guess for me. Every single fucking move is calculated. You understand?
Yeah.
It is not, like, I don't guess up there. It looks fucking flawless because it's a fucking dance. But I go through it in my head a million fucking times.
Of course.
And bro, the same way that I would approach a fucking open mic is the same way I'm gonna fucking approach the ACC.
But-
you understand? No, for real. That's the kind of dedication you gotta fucking have to this shit.
Well, okay, here's my thing.
You know?
I agree you should have that level of dedication. But my thing is that when I get to that level, I want to just go up there and be like, oh, all of the shit I know, let's put that to the side for a second. And let me see if I can do it better just off the, like, you know, because you're right. I do, like, every good comedian has that. Like, I have the calculated, like, I know how I'm going to laugh. I go like that when I laugh at my own jokes, because at the same thing, it
That's another thing too. Don't laugh at your own jokes.
I think
That's
there's a place
you
for
know,
it.
you know another you know another kind of motherfucker that I hate
What?
is that motherfucker that just lets out their punchline. It doesn't hit. And then they lean on that. They're like, oh, okay, I guess I might as well go home and kill myself. You know, because this comedy thing is now fucking working.
You can get that. You can,
Bro,
you can recover with that
ooh.
sometimes. You can recover with that.
Yeah,
sometimes.
no, but see, that's a cheap fucking
Of
trick.
course it is, but sometimes
That's
you need
a
to use the
cheap-
cheap tricks.
No,
There's a reason why.
No. If you need cheap tricks, you're not prepared. You're not
Sometimes.
fucking prepared. Nah. Fuck that shit. Listen, bro. Like if you're gonna if your shit sucks, eat the dick.
Yeah.
Eat the dick and
course.
keep it moving. Don't be like, oh my God. Oh, you know, okay, I guess rape jokes don't work here. Like, yo, fuck you.
Well, you're
fuck
right.
you. No.
You're right.
No. Eat the dick. Eat the
You're
dick,
right.
nigga. Eat the dick and keep it moving.
But sometimes there's a
know
bad
what I mean?
audience, and sometimes you gotta be
bad
like,
audience?
yes, there
No.
are bad audiences.
No.
Yeah,
I would never.
I have been a part of a bad
There
audience.
is no. Listen. No. Listen to me.
What?
The audience
Yeah.
has done its job, which is to sit down. It is on you to figure out what it takes to make him laugh. They did their job. Let me give you an example, okay?
give me
Okay? So I used to host this radio show, and this couple that was doing this charity building toilets in Ghana came in as guests. And then they asked me the next day, they're like, yo, would you mind, like, you know, we're having this fundraiser. Would you mind coming by and doing some stand-up?
Oh no.
So I'm like, okay, all right, you know what, that's cool. I'm like, yo, how much you guys are paying me? They give me a little figure. I'm like, okay, you know what, I like you guys. I'll do the gig, right? So I'm out there doing my push-ups with my dick jokes. I'm like, okay, my dick, my pussy jokes, everything gonna work out. I'm gonna go in there, everybody gonna fuck, right?
Yeah.
I walk in there, bro, old Jamaican and Ghanaian grandmas and just 7-year-old children all over the place, just running, right?
Yeah.
So now I got 20 minutes of comedy where I'm like, oh shit, I don't think this shit is gonna work out here, right? I'm not gonna go out there and like tell Jamaican grandmas how I don't know, don't go down on women who have had more than 2 abortions, because that's the way that you start hearing voices in your head.
Oh,
you know what I mean? I can't say that to a bunch of fucking Jamaican grandmas, bro. You know what I mean? You know what I mean?
That's such a
I don't want
genius
to.
premise.
Yeah, dude,
That's so
that's
fucked
crazy,
up.
dude. I'm gonna walk up to a bunch of fucking Ghanaian grandmas and be like, you know what? If I die tomorrow, my girl better die too, because
I agree with that.
I'm not okay with her moving on. Get in
agree
this casket, bitch. We all dead. We both dead. You know what I mean? That shit is gonna work out. But see, as a professional comic, you have to have the arsenal necessary to be able to be like, yo, what bag?
Yeah.
What bag do I go in now?
But
Where
see,
do I go in now?
hold on.
But guess
That's-
what, though? Let me finish. But guess what? I walked into the room. I recognized my audience. I was like, you know what? I got to go into my growing up in Africa shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But also a lot of it is about living. Because, see, dude, that's why I was so impressed with you. Because you're so fucking funny and you're 15, but you haven't really lived.
I'm not that funny though. That's the thing.
No.
I'm
Listen,
here's
let
the
me tell you
thing.
something. You
Half
can write.
of my funny comes
can
from
write.
my age.
Yeah.
That's the thing.
No. Listen, let me tell you something. With the amount of life experience that you have and the way that I've seen you express it on stage, remember, I don't give a fuck about what you say.
Yeah.
It's how you say it.
Yeah.
The how is what I care about.
But
you know what I'm
see,
saying?
My thing is that sometimes that for in your case it's the growing up in Africa stuff, but in my case it is the kill myself stuff. That's the stuff I have to get into.
Yeah, no. You
See
would
what I'm
not. You
saying?
would not kill an audience full of like African grandmas and fucking, you know what I'm saying, Jamaican fucking
Exactly.
70-year-olds. But see, you know what though? That's okay. It's because you haven't lived enough to be able to do that. But here's what I know though. What the life that you have lived and the way that I've seen you express it on stage is what gives me hope, because I'm like, okay, the little that you have, you able to put it in a way that makes me laugh, right? You see what I'm saying? Because it's never about what you say. It's how you say it.
Yeah.
A lot of kids fucking jerk off.
Yeah.
How are you going to put that in a way that is going to make me be like, oh, that's funny because it's true?
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? That's the art.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? There's all kinds of motherfuckers out there who are just like cringe for no reason.
Exactly.
I hate that shit.
Yeah.
When a motherfucker is just gratuitously just cringe. You just cringe to be cringe.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? That's such a fucking poor trick. You know what I mean?
agree.
Dog. Oh, what can you do?
That's my whole point. Sometimes if you are, but you're right. But sometimes if you are being cringe unintentionally, you gotta address it, and sometimes you have to double down as well.
Right. Well, no. But double down if it makes sense. Again, I
always
hate
love
cheap
doubling
tricks.
down whether or not it makes sense. I love that because I chose to be on the stage and act this way, and okay, maybe I'm cringe. Maybe I am cringe. going on
No,
stage.
but like,
let me
listen,
double down.
If it's not funny, then fuck you. If the people, because see, remember, the audience did its job. They sat down. Your job is to make him laugh. You can't make him laugh? Fuck you. They did their job. Don't be like, oh, this was a terrible audience. I can't stand that shit when I hear it.
But see, there's a different perspective. My thing is that it's not about the audience, it's about me. I get on the stage to talk my shit. Whether or not the audience laughs is...
No. You're
Let
me stop you. You're not getting on stage to talk your shit.
That's why
That's why you have a fucking diary for. You are getting on that stage to make the people listening to you laugh. That's the gig.
That's the second
That's
intent.
the gig. No.
That's the second intent.
That is the one and only.
Okay.
There is no number two.
You know
There's
what?
no number three. You want to fucking talk your shit? Get a diary, bro. Get a fucking dog. That is not the job. The job is get on that stage and figure out what's gonna make these motherfuckers ha.
And
that's it.
I try and
Point
do
blank,
that
period.
both. I try and do that both. But when I don't make them laugh, I'm like, okay, fuck you. I'm gonna talk my shit no matter what.
Nah, nigga, nah. Get
you
a
do
dog.
That same
Get
thing.
a dog.
You do that same thing, except
that's not it.
you talk your
I
shit
never
about
do that.
growing up in Africa when it's that
but
so
you know what though?
70-year-old
But you know what
Jamaicans.
though? The job is make it funny.
But-
never about what you say. It's how you say it.
Yeah.
How you say it is the only thing that matters.
But I'm gonna stick to how I say it because I believe that I care
but see,
about.
if how you say it is not funny and you still sticking to it, you're a fucking asshole.
But okay,
you know what I mean?
you're right.
That's the difference.
But I feel like
That's
at the same
difference.
time,
you're just being rude.
when you're on
just being rude.
stage, right? If you start off a set bad, it's a lot harder to get them back rather than if you start a set good and then it ends up being bad.
That's
it's a lot
fine.
harder. See, that's my thing. So if I start a set bad, then I'm just gonna be like, okay, this is bad. All right, okay, it's bad. All right, fuck you. I'm gonna let it be bad.
That is lunacy.
Exactly.
That makes no fucking
I'm a crazy
sense.
person for getting on stage in the first place.
No. Stop.
I'm a crazy person.
Nobody
for getting on
is
stage.
there to deal with your problems. Your job is to be funny. Point blank, period.
Getting on stage.
Stop coming out there dealing with your personal and emotional reasons on stage. Stop. That's not
getting
the
on
place.
stage is
Get
how
a
I deal with
fucking
my
therapist.
problems.
No.
I have both.
No. That's not what the people paid for.
Fuck
the
those people.
Listen, the people
Those
didn't walk.
people paid
the
to see
people
whatever.
did not walk in there
This is
to
Toronto.
hear
Go to LA if you
Musa
want the
and his
best comedians.
suicidal fucking thoughts. No.
Yeah.
If you want to be a comic, do the job. The job is take something, and it's never about what you say, it's how you say it. Find ways to be able to fucking construct it.
Yeah.
And be a professional.
I'm not gonna try not to. I'm gonna try to do that. But if for that,
But you
set-
said if it doesn't work, then you're just gonna be like, yeah, whatever.
No, but if that doesn't work, then I'm obviously gonna keep trying to make them laugh.
No, but
then
see, no. But see,
if
here's
it
the thing,
doesn't
though.
work, then I'm just
Here's
gonna
the thing,
keep going.
though. Have you ever seen a motherfucker do a set and completely fucking bomb and come back the next week and do it the same exact way that they did it the week before? You like, my nigga, so did you watch film? Did you watch film, bro? Did you go to the comedy gym? Like, what the fuck? How is it that you know this shit didn't work last time? But see, you know why? It's because motherfuckers say things like, the audience was bad. Maybe this one is going to get it.
But see,
shut the fuck up.
That's what separates the people who aren't going to do anything and the people who are going to get to the place where they're going to go. That's what separates them. For me, I know I'm obviously going to tweak it for the next time. But for that specific set, for that one set, I'm going to be like, okay, this is going shitty. It's going to go shitty. It's going to either the part that has already gone shitty, it's going to go shitty. I'm going to double down. If it works, it works. If it doesn't, it doesn't. That's the way.
You
and
know
then
what?
next set, I'll reevaluate, and then we'll see.
And that's the way to do. But see, again, though.
I just didn't communicate it properly.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying?
You know what?
That was
We
good.
keep it moving. We keep it moving. That segment is gonna anger a lot of people. So today is September 18th, and it's Saturday. On Monday, the Canadians will be going to the polls to elect their prime minister. You know what's so crazy though? Like, it doesn't have the same, like, you know, like, I get more excited about American elections
That's what I was about to
than
say.
I do, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, everybody just fucking sucks. Like, nobody just makes me dream, bro. You know what I mean? Like, nobody makes me dream.
I thought I was hallucinating for a second. I was like, holy shit, am I in a movie?
No. I just, I should have fucking.
What the fuck kind of notification was that for?
No. That's my phone. Like, it just rang. It's my dog. Just calling. But anyways, okay. So, but yeah, like, okay. So, I know you're not old enough to vote. So you can't really.
It's all a reality show. That's the way I feel. The only thing that changes is the taxes. That's the way I feel.
No, but I think this election now though is like vaxxer versus anti, because the pandemic is the biggest subject matter in this election right now, right?
Yeah.
So you have Trudeau being like, "Yo, nah, everybody gotta get vaccinated. I don't give a fuck if you throw rocks at me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm still gonna swim my dick.
Hold on.
It don't matter." Like, did you see him like try to trash talk one of his like, I guess he was like at some campaign stop somewhere, and some guy I guess was fucking protesting against him across the street. And he's like, "Don't you have some hospital to go bother or something like that?" I'm like, "Oh my god,
That's
bro."
kind of hilarious though. And
No,
it's kind of funny.
again, it's not about what you say; it's how you say it, bro. You look corny as fuck.
Yeah.
You look corny as fuck. Like,
But hold on. Well, in what way are you gonna say that doesn't look insane?
No, but like, yo, bro, you're running for prime minister. Like, see, my grandpa always used to say, never wrestle with pigs because they love the mud. Come on, dog. You think Obama would address some fucking cocksucker across the street trying to shit talk? Nah, B. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, like, that's what goes to show you, my guy, like, you in the gutter. You don't have what it takes to play the game. People are getting to you. It was them rocks. It was them little pellets. One of them got to him and was like, my eyebrows is fucked up now. You know what I mean?
But I mean, like, okay, here's my thing, right? Like, I always try and put myself in, like, their situations, right? So it's like, if there was some motherfucker across the street yelling at me, I would be like, nah, fuck you. Like,
But see, that's why you're not prime minister,
I'm sick
Musa.
of this shit. Like,
You
I
know
would
what I'm
have
saying?
that kind
But
of
see,
moment.
that's the but see, you know, with your life experience,
But we all have
that is
those-
an acceptable reaction.
see what I'm saying?
Like, see, like, listen, little old Rob, you know what I'm saying? I talk shit for a living. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, I fucking react to some motherfucker out here, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, trying to talk shit about me, like, to me across the street. Yeah, that makes sense. But bro, you running for the highest office in the land.
Yeah.
You don't get to fucking wrestle with
Let's be
pigs,
honest.
my guy.
It is it is the highest office in our land.
In our land, yeah. It's a pretty fucking big land, dog. It's the fucking, third, fourth biggest economy in the world? Do we want a motherfucker who runs it to just be out here, like, you know, trading words with fucking cocksuckers? I don't think so, bro.
At the very least, I'd
Like-
be like, yeah, I mean, I do that same thing too. Like, that gives me at least a little, like, at least he's like me. You know what I mean? Like,
Yo, you think that's what you got from that? You know what? See, that's what goes to show. But see,
that's my optimism.
No.
That's
Listen,
how I try. And,
I want my prime. Like, how are you going to negotiate with Xi Jinping or fucking? You know what I'm saying?
wait, is that
like,
how you pronounce his name?
Xi Jinping. Like, yeah, the
Wow, I've been like
Bro, you're racist. You're racist.
Yeah, I've got some
That's
videos to take
That's
down.
Asian hate. That's Asian
I was about to
hate.
say that.
That's Asian hate. That's Asian hate. You're going to jail. You're going to jail. It's crazy.
Yeah.
There's laws
I might
against
as well stone myself at this point.
that. Right? Exactly. Exactly. You are a non-virgin on your waiting night, bitch. You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. But like, yeah. So, but like, nah. Like, how? Like, see, to me, if the cocksucker across the street is gonna get to my prime minister, what's gonna happen when you're negotiating with like Kim Jong Un about like, you know what I'm saying? Like, this motherfucker was out here like testing fucking ballistic missiles off a train. I don't think you can have that conversation with him, not to have him nuke Toronto if the cocksucker across the street is getting to you, my guy.
Hey, hold on. He's not gonna nuke
You know what I mean?
Toronto. He's gonna nuke Ottawa because that's where he lives.
No.
don't
But
think
like,
they
I
knew
don't give a fuck
Toronto.
though. But he's the prime minister of everywhere. You know what I'm saying?
That's right.
He's not like the prime minister of his cul-de-sac. You know what I mean? Like, what the fuck, bro? You know what I mean? Nah. That ain't gonna work. You know what I'm saying? I'm not confident in the fact. And then you have like the fucking conservatives, the O'Toole guy. I don't know where this guy stands. Like, yeah, I believe in vaccines, but also at the same time, I believe in the right of people to choose. My guy, you know what I'm saying? Like this, who's the guy? The Maxime Bernier guy, who's the guy who's running for the People's Party or whatever it's called.
Yeah, I think. It's
Now-
the People's Party something.
My problem is though, here's the reason why Trudeau is gonna get reelected. Mark my words, because too many people are gonna fucking vote for him, split the vote, and the conservatives are gonna lose.
That makes sense.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why Trudeau is going back in for sure.
Yeah.
Cause the shit that this guy is saying, like his Canadian Trump, this Bernier guy, bro, that's wilderness. This dude is out here is like, fuck a vaccine, nigga. I don't give a fuck. You don't want that vaccine, nigga? Cough on bitches. As soon as I get in, no mask, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Now, that shit sounds good, you know, but is it enough?
Yeah.
Is it enough to get you a fucking, you know,
That's how I
like
feel.
majority government?
Yeah.
You know? And then you have Jack Meat out here in his TikToks, my guy. Like,
Oh my
we're
God.
so
I had a
tired.
screaming match over Jagmeet
Oh, yeah?
recently. Yeah.
Do tell.
It was in a car, which is the worst place to have a screaming match because somebody else is driving always. Because
Was Jack Meat on the radio? And then
Oh,
you're
no.
like, I'm going to kill us all.
that's the worst part.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like I brought it up. That's how I feel. So I brought it up.
Like, speaking of the weather, the bearded Indian.
Well, okay.
Anybody?
Here was my thing, right? That like I was arguing with people who were like 18, so they were just able to vote, and I feel like that's the worst age because that's the peak of naivety. Because I'm at the point where I'm about to get there. I'm about to get as naive as I can be in my
Right.
entire life, right?
Right.
And so they were like, "No, you have to vote," and
You're
I'm
15.
like,
You can't vote.
"No, but that was their point. Like everybody who can vote has to vote."
No, I think so too. Like
Really?
if you know, of
'Cause-
course, if you know,
okay.
if you don't participate in democracy, then you should not get to bitch about it.
Well, okay.
Absolutely.
Here was my point. My point was that if you think about it, these people, everybody in politics is rich, right? And at the end of the day, they're okay. You know how billionaires, they will sue each other, but when somebody will come to sue them, they will all band together and like take down that person so they don't fuck with their money. You know that, right? So that's the way I saw it. I saw it that like they pretend to give a fuck about us, but when we all band together and realize that they're all fucking us over, they will like try and fuck us over as society, really. I was like, no matter who you vote for, it's always going to be bad. And so the idea of better or worse, that's how they can control you.
So okay.
So that's the screaming match. The idea that like
no,
don't
you're
vote,
not
do something smaller.
you're not wrong. You're not wrong.
Go to a
and
soup kitchen and volunteer instead of voting.
let me lay this point a little bit. See, the problem with North American politics, right, is let's say, for example, you're running for Prime Minister of Canada, right?
Yeah.
That shit is at least going to cost you anywhere between $20 to $25 million.
Yeah.
That is being on. So we're talking about like, you know, like TV ads and the fucking kerosene on a plane to fly from place to place. You know what I mean? Like it just and if you're running for president of the United States, that's $1 billion fucking business.
Yeah.
That money has to come from somewhere. As a public servant, you do not make enough money if the game is what we say the game is, you do not make enough money to be able to afford to run for office. So, and that is the one thing that I've always kind of pointed that out when we talk about the plight of black people, right?
Yeah.
When our ancestors came onto this continent, they came at the bottom of boats, right? They were in chains, they were in fucking, they were mistreated for 400 years. And the story that we're told is some guy named Abraham Lincoln one day was like, why is Kunta's foot always bleeding? Slavery must be bad. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that is how like the fucking Civil War was like, or that's how the Civil War was started, and that's how slavery ended. No. Slavery did not end because white people felt bad.
Exactly.
Slavery ended because the North, that was much more industrial, was now going to blows with the South, because the South, they were growing their fucking natural resources, which was cotton, and they wanted to succeed and become their own country. Why the fuck are we paying you taxes? Fuck you. You want to like outlaw slavery, which is the one thing that we have built our fucking wealth upon, right?
Yeah.
Why would we keep paying you taxes? So the North was like, you know what? Let's fuck him exactly where it hurts, right? So again, slavery ended because of money. Fast forward to the 1960s, right? Black people are riding in the back of the bus. We have to drink out of different fountains. We have to fucking, go to different schools, etc., right? Things didn't change until we start doing things like boycotting the bus. Because for a long time, we were walking and we were protesting and we were crying, and these niggas were just sending dogs to bite us and send us home. But you know what happened, though? When you start boycotting the bus, you hurting the system where it hurts, which is the pocket. Because the guy who owns the bus company is the guy who is also financing the guy running for Congress. So if I want my money to keep coming in, I want to make sure that the needs and rights and wants of black people who are the ones riding my buses are looked after. That's when things start changing. Then you fast forward to the 90s. Now you have the advancement of hip hop, right? Now you have white bitches out here getting fucking like booty implants and fucking lip fillers because they want to look like niggas. Why? Because now hip hop runs fucking culture. And then you have a guy like fucking, who was the guy in Seinfeld? Michael what? Who went on stage and said nigga a bunch of times? Kramer, right? The guy who plays Kramer. Kramer, he's on the highest syndicated show on television.
Yo, hold on. Did you know they were getting paid $1 million an episode?
Oh my God.
I tell people that
is
and they get
insane.
their minds
And
blown.
this dude went on stage and said nigga a bunch of times and completely disappeared out of the ether. In 1950s, that would just been a white boy doing white boy shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But
we
that
would have
goes to
looked
show
at
you.
him the same way we looked at Lenny Bruce.
No, but
and shit.
but see, what is the common denominator on that whole thing is money.
Yes, exactly.
Money is what changes things. So that's why, for example, when like fucking cops shoot a nigga on TV, right? And motherfucker's solution is to just burn their grocery store. Really?
See?
Really? You dumb motherfucker.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
They've got insurance.
But see, the black population injects $13 billion in the economy every single year. If you can move as one unit, you can be fucked with.
Exactly.
Right?
See, that's my point about the political system. It's that no matter what party, billionaires and like the really rich people, not just the people who make more than $400,000 a year, the people who make billions of dollars just based off the stocks they own, they're the ones that are really fucking us over, not only as minorities, I hate that word, minorities and POCs, but also as poor people, because I feel like poor white people are also being victimized as well.
Oh, for
If we're
sure.
gonna be
Oh
honest.
yeah. No. Listen, the game is all about money. The only
Exactly.
color. That's why I laugh when people were like I've had arguments with people who are like, Donald Trump is racist.
That
I'm
was my whole point.
You stupid motherfucker.
Exactly.
This guy made a fucking living out of selling $25 million apartments. Who do you think is buying these things?
Yep.
Is it Todd in fucking Wichita?
Yeah, exactly.
Flying over on his fucking private jet? No, it's Prince bin Talal and his fucking cousins
Yeah.
who are buying these. You cannot be rich and be racist because the only color that matters is green.
Yeah, exactly.
Until niggas start coming in green, and then we can talk about that.
But see,
You see what I'm saying?
That's the problem. People don't realize that. Like I have like my whole point with that screaming match was about the fact that they don't give a fuck if you're white or black. It's all about the money. Chinese, they are catering to the Chinese amusement park tycoons that poison rivers in China.
Oh yeah.
Rather than you. You're white. Okay, yeah, but how much money are you making? You're making $50,000 a year. Fuck you. I don't give a shit about you either.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
No, but like it's like you were saying, it is all it's all theater.
Exactly.
It's all theater because whoever, like, listen, nobody gets elected to work for the little people.
Yes.
Here's what happens. The guy who cuts you a check is like, my guy, if you win 6 months from now, I'm going to come through still.
Yes.
I'm going to need a leco
Yes.
favor. You know what I mean? I'm going to need this fucking pipeline going through
Yes.
Indian fucking territory, and I don't give a fuck if these motherfuckers don't have drinking water.
That's the Kanye
You know
West
what I mean?
lyric. Who's the real boss if your owner gets the salary? Or or who's the real owner if your boss gets a salary? That's what it is. That's my whole point with everybody. But I feel like nobody is at that place where because here's the thing: to realize that you have to have the same obsessions and the same mindset as these billionaire people that are fucking you over. That's the problem with it.
Like I said, bro,
that's what's so fucked up.
I don't wanna change the system. I just wanna join it. Lucifer, please let me know where you buying these souls at, nigga.
Yeah.
And on that note, we're gonna close it up. Where can they find you, bro?
At MOOSUH_. That's just follow my Instagram. Everything gets promo there.
That's it. I'm Robbie Hollywood, ROBYHOLLYWOOD.
Yes,
And
sir.
if you haven't smashed the subscribe button, fuck it up. And until next time, stay black.